Hello there, Medicine here. I'm trying a different video angle and things, so apologies if this looks weird. Alright, we have the Make It Mini Food. Pull that up a little bit closer. Not sure which series this is. Age 8 plus, Diner Series 3. So this I got on sale, like many of my other ones, and we're gonna give it a go and see what we can make. This one, I don't think we've done this series yet. Okay. So this is the table base. We've got some kind of ice situation here. Okay. So this would lock into here. And then this would click onto there. We're not going to do all that, but we will put the table together because that's cute. Alright, and then this would go on top and seal it, and you could keep your food for display purposes. So, exciting. Alright, so we've got ice. Which this feels like it might be the resin. So maybe we've got some kind of ice cream. It's definitely something cold. Happy Sunny Farms. This is made fresh. So we definitely have some kind of fruit or vegetables. Thank you. This might be our utensils or it feels like a bowl. So that's some kind of bowl or plate. Oh, and here's another Happy Farms Made Fresh. So 2 Happy Farms Made Fresh. 1 thank you. This says utensils. Happy Sun Farms. So that's going to be like our utensil. Another Happy Sun Farms. Stay Fresh. And then our instructions. This is going to tell us what it is. This is extra instructions for safety and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and open it up and see. We've got 3 of these. Let's see. I wish you know what? I wish these had numbers on them so that you would open them in a certain order to kind of like reveal as you go. This has a fork, which is doll sized. We've got a fork. We've got the little thing that pops in here to make it the lid, and some tongs. So we definitely got some kind of resin situation, which I think that's the resin. So let's go ahead and, whoa. Oh, wow. Salad. You see that? There's little salads in there. That's so cute. So we've got salad. Salad. So that's salad. What's this? Avocado. You've got some little tiny avocados. Those are so cute. They're so detailed. What do we got? We got avocado, salad, and spring mix salad. Are we making tacos? We making tacos and tomatoes, some little tiny tomatoes. They're just little red balls. They have little indents on them. So we've got tomatoes, so we've got salad. We're going to be making some kind of salad. Let's see what's in here. Our salad bowl. So we are making some kind of fresh salad. Let's see. Oh, let's just go ahead. What's in our ice? This is probably the dressing, the salad dressing. It is balsamic dressing. Interesting. balsamic dressing. This is resin, UV resin. How cute is that? So, looks like a pretty simple project. It's not that crazy. So we have the summer, so series 3 is a lot of options, as you can see, but we have the summer salad here. So let me pull this out because it has our instructions, which I feel like is going to be pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward just looking at it. It's basically, you put some lettuce leaves, you add your toppings, and you put the resin to put it, like, hold it all together. There's not some kind of, like, it doesn't seem very complicated. Okay. We have, let me pull it up closer. Can you, I can't tell if you can read that. I'm sorry, I'm too far away. It's summer salad, and it comes with a bag of spring mix, some avocado slices, some tomatoes, and the sauce, plus a bowl and salad leaves. So, step 1 is put the leaves in the bowl, add the dressing, and then add the toppings, and then put it in the sun for 5 to 10 minutes. Or, you know, under your UV lamp if you have one, which we do. That's what's right here. So this is cute. I mean, it's easy. It's not like a complex project. So let's just go for it. Let's see. I'm going to use my little scissors. See, what I like to do, I don't like to use the whole thing. I like to use some of it. And then that way I have the extras for, you know, other things. So I'm going to cut that open. And let's see. I'll go ahead and pour some out. It's already a pretty good mix. Let's see what the mix is. Okay, let's see. So, as you can see, let me pull it up for you to see without it spilling everywhere. So we've got like little baby spinach, we've got like some bigger spinach, we've got like a red cabbage. So there's a couple different, oh, and there's like an arugula sprig in there. Do you see the arugula? Arugula, baby spinach, I'm guessing red cabbage, or like a, I don't know, maybe a red, I forget what this is called, kind of, the red one is. And then the bigger leaves, if I can grab one of the bigger leaves. Endive, sometimes there's like endive in these, arugula, I don't know, but that's a pretty good mix. Like a good variety. So what I'm gonna do is pop this out. Okay, let's see. We want to have a good variety. We want to show all the leaves. A little bit of everything at the top. I want to add a little more. What I like about these two is that you can do as many or as little as you want for your project. It really is kind of easy to play with it. This needs, the endive needs to come up. Let's see. Once I add the UV resin though, it's going to kind of start locking all of these into place when it hardens. So I want to get the look of it right before we put any UV resin in there. I'm happy with that, that arrangement, I think. So we're going to go ahead and open this. I'm going to put some gloves on before I open that. Shake, shake. I live in Florida, so really don't have to warm up the bottle. But one of the ways that it does say, especially if you, right now in the winter time, if you live in a colder environment, you might want to put your resin, your UV resin bottle into like a small container of warm water to kind of help warm it up. Give it a few good shakes so that the resin's like really good and mixed together in there. And then let's see. So this is like a balsamic vinaigrette. It has kind of a, I don't know if you can see that, kind of like a brownish tint to it. So you'll be able to see when we pour it in. I'm just going to lightly drizzle. It'll come out. That's like real dressing where you have to wait. Okay, there it is. It's a bit viscous, so it's a little bit thick. Okay, I don't like how that looks. I'm actually going to grab one of my so I'm going to use one of my little silicone tools here to kind of mix this UV resin around a bit more. I'm not a big fan of how that, it's very, there we go. Get that. Mix it around a little bit. Look a little glossy. I don't like the like big chunks of salad dressing on the sides. Like it just seems kind of weird. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's probably okay. We'll stick that over here. Out of the way. All right, now we'll add our tomatoes, little tomatoes. Ah! Oh my God, they're everywhere. Okay, don't do like me. Don't drop your tomatoes all over the place. I'm gonna have to go rescue those. Oh, some of these are darker than others. That's kind of neat. Okay, well, we aren't using all of the tomatoes because they spilled everywhere. That's funny. All right, now I'm going to try to be a little bit more. Yay! Avocado. Let's see if we can put them. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's not where I wanted that to go, but you know what, whatever. And Lord. Okay, so I obviously have problems with these. Oh my God, that's why I'm wearing gloves and working on a silicone mat. Okay. All right, what do you think? Good? I think that's pretty good. I don't hate it. I think I'm gonna see, I'm hesitant to add a little bit more because it comes out so gloopy. I'm gonna kind of put a little bit of a drizzle. Yes. So I'm just very carefully adding a little bit of the UV resin to the top so that it kind of looks more like it's kind of drizzled over top of it instead of just, I don't know. And I just moved that. I didn't mean to move that. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. Oh, I kind of want an arugula over here. There's like no... You know what? Let me get a spinach and an arugula to stick over there. There we go. Alright, now I want an arugula. Oh my gosh. Okay, well these tongs don't work the way you need them to. Oh my gosh. No wonder I'm having so many problems. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now you can see all the different spinach leaves. Let's add a little spinach here too. Yeah, right there. Okay, I think that's good. We're gonna stick that up under the UV light. We're gonna also put our tools that we used under the UV light and pop it under there for, yeah, it says 5 minutes on the instructions, so that's for under direct sunlight. But we're gonna do it under the UV lamp for a while and see how it works, so stay tuned. Alright, we're back. It was under the UV lamp for a good while and everything is good and solid. So, this is our final result. I think it's cute. It definitely is very cute. I think it works. This is one of the like easier, I guess less impressive kind of projects because there wasn't much to do except for just throw a bunch of stuff in a bowl and put some resin on it. But there are quite a few projects that are like that in the Miniverse series, but I really love the details. I love how the miniature stuff is just really fun. It looks like a salad. I could use some UV resin to attach the fork to it, maybe even stick a couple leaves with UV resin to the fork so that the fork looks like it's in motion or being used. Now that I'm a little bit more familiar with how to use UV resin, I feel more comfortable doing something like that, but I'm not going to because I like to leave it kind of in play. And with this kind of thing, I can actually add the extra leaves and avocado and tomatoes on top and let like dolls use it, or you know, whatever toys that you're using to play with this if you're going to use it to play. You can also just leave it up for display. A lot of people do that. That's why they have the case itself as a display case that you can have and put on there. Whoa! See, some loose lettuce leaves. So definitely got some loose lettuce in there. But I really like how it turned out. I'm happy with it. So that's that successful project. I'm very happy with this. I think it's very cute. It's easy, simple, good for beginners. It's got ages 8 and up, which I think is a good age range for this especially this project because it's so easy. And there's not much like in-depth stuff you have to do compared to the Lord of the Rings kits that we did that I did in my most recent videos. This is a much easier project, beginner friendly. So if you are beginner to UV resin, you can just leave it in the sunlight for, I would double whatever they're saying in their instructions. I would double for the sunlight, especially depending on where you live and how direct the sunlight is. If you are just using sunlight for these projects, I have in the past. I didn't always have a UV lamp, and it does turn out really nice. So, and I've done them with my child, so it's a lot of fun. I do recommend them. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this setup is a little bit better. I switched to a black mat because it's just less distracting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and look forward to more videos. Bye!